Hello viewers, so welcome. Today's lecture on mycology will be on the phylum Ascomycota or the Ascomycetes. Now, the Ascomycetes are basically fungi that are characterized by the possession of ascospores. The sexual spores are called the ascospores. The Ascomycetes produce ascospores as their sexual spores. They produce ascospores. Now, they are known to reproduce through the smears. Okay, so that's the distinctive feature of the Ascomycetes. They produce ascospores from the ascos. Now, many of the Ascomycetes exhibit some important roles, particularly the yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae is used for baking and brewing and wine fermentation. Then the truffles and the moras are very important delicacies. They are gammas delicacies. Then Aspergillus oryzae is used in the fermentation of rice to produce sake. Though there are some parasitic Ascomycetes, especially some that are very parasitic to humans and other animals. And this is a figure that's showing the yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae. It's a unicellular fungi of the phylum Ascomycota. Now, the Ascomycetes reproduce asexually through conidia or the conidiospores. Okay, now we want to look at the reproduction and life cycle of the Ascomycetes. Fungi in the phylum Ascomycota or the Ascomycetes reproduce both sexually and asexually, mainly through spores. Okay, the asexual spores are haploid spores known as the conidiospores, while the sexual spores are called the ascospores. Okay, the sexual spores, ascospores, sexual reproduction starts with the development of special hyphae from either one of the two types of mating strains. So the sexual reproduction of the Ascomycetes begins with the production of special hyphae. Now here in this figure, you'll notice that this hyphae has both positive and negative strains. The positive strain contains the Ascogonium, while the negative strain, which is the male strain, contains the Antheridium. Now, this Antheridia, the Antheridium and the Ascogonium fuse. Okay, so the male strain produces the Antheridium and the female strain develops an Ascogonium. At fertilization, the Antheridium and the Ascogonium combine in plasmogamy without nuclear fission. Okay, so they combine in plasmogamy. So when they combine, fertilization occurs. So special Ascogonious hyphae arise in which pairs of nuclei migrate, one from the male strain and one from the female strain. In each ascus, two or more haploid ascospores fuse their nuclei in karyogamy. So here, after the fertilization, there's a fusion of the nuclei to form dikaryotic hyphae. Okay, the dikaryotic hyphae. So it's now having N plus N, and that's what we call karyogamy. Okay, karyogamy. Of course, during sexual reproduction, thousands of asci fill a fruiting body called the ascocap. Now, this is the ascocap. Okay, as it develops into a full fungi, the ascocap. Okay, the diploid nucleus gives rise to haploid nuclei by meiosis. It gives rise to haploid nuclei by meiosis. So meiosis occurs here, okay, and it results in the production of haploid hyphae. Okay, the ascospores are then released, germinate, and form hyphae that is disseminated in the environment and start new mycelia. So when these ones are introduced into the environment, they germinate and then they produce ascospores that eventually germinate to continue the cycle. Now here, the asexual cycle can continue. Okay, the spores are produced, they germinate, they grow into a mature hyphae and produce condylia again, and the cycle continues. But where the male and female strains now fuse, then it now goes into the sexual phase. Okay, now goes into the sexual phase in which fertilization occurs, and then the dikaryotic hyphae form from the ascogonium, and then it develops fully into the